llamo Mónica Mejia. I am the president of the East LA Community Corporation, a nonprofit that runs affordable housing buildings, including this one. The Department of Cultural Affairs needs us to prove that community is in favor of the Fernando Valenzuela mural on our building in order to give us a permit.
Real-life Fernandomania arrived in Los Angeles like a fastball in 1981. It came in the form of a pitcher from Mexico, Fernando Valenzuela. He played for the LA Dodgers and became beloved by baseball fans in Los Angeles and beyond.
Fernando himself was like an idol, role model, a person that we can relate, like for the brown people, the Mexicans, Mexican Americans. Fernando was someone that could speak for us when at times it felt like we couldn't be heard. There was already enough history that didn't go so well in Chavez Ravine that when he stepped into the plate and the pitcher's mound to give it a go, Mexican Americans and Mexicans started to tune in.
It was an about-face to the history of the land on which Dodger Stadium is built. Chavez Ravine was once a historic neighborhood. It was slated for public housing, but the government evicted the community living there in the 1950s and later built Dodger Stadium. Decades later, Fernando Valenzuela's stature as a sports hero would eclipse some of the bitterness about the land. Ignacio Gonzalez is one of the Fernandomania writers.
It's a series of 12 different plays revolving around Fernandomania. So they're not necessarily about Fernando himself. They're about Latino families, basically in the 80s and up into the 90s, and how they bonded around this whole phenomenon known as Fernandomania. So I think what they can take away is just the fact that he became an icon back in the time when going viral was not that easy.
When the world sees you, they see a brown boy. You'll learn that one day, whether 2 weeks from now or 40 years from now, but you'll learn.
The play unfolds at Casa 0101 in Boyle Heights. The theater celebrates its 25th anniversary this year. Josefina López is the founding director, best known for the screenplay she co-authored, Real Women Have Curves.
For a lot of us, Fernando Valenzuela is our connection to our father, and listening to the radio, listening to the Dodger games with our fathers. And it was also like a celebration of Latino men and masculinity, especially at a time when Latino men and Latinos are being vilified and made out to be the rapists, criminals, and bad guys.
Lopez says Fernandomania shows a positive side of Latino masculinity, the American hero.
Hey, I still can't believe that Fernando Valenzuela died. You remember how Dad would tell us about his games? How on his way home from work, you could hear the games in the street because all the Latinos were watching.
Fernando Valenzuela became the most successful Mexican pitcher in Major League Baseball history. And now Fernandomania is back, but not for long.
It was kind of like we're taking back the land, even though we're not ignoring the history that happened, but we're taking back and reclaiming back that space. And that's what we needed at the time. And he was that voice for us, saying that we can also do it. Even though he came from a dirt floor house in a Chihuahua to the big leagues here in the U.S., it speaks volumes.
Casa 0101 celebrates its 25th anniversary this year. For Collegian Wired, I'm Emily Gonzalez.